AMI day 5 of 787, it looks like. Alright. Anyway, I guess you heard, we just got news. We're going to be out till April 17th doing this. So, I apologize. It's what we've got to do. Number 29. Determine if f of g of x equals g of f of x when f of x equals x plus 4 and g of x equals 6x. So first we'll find f of g of x, which remember, we write f of x, but we replace the x with the g of x. F of x was x plus 4. Now we're going to put g of x in there, or 6x. So f of g of x is 6x plus 4. G of f of x, we'll find next. And that's, we take the x out of g of x and plug in f of x. That equals 6x plus 24. Since 6x plus 4 does not equal 6x plus 24, then this statement is false. F of g of x does not equal g of f of x. On number 30, we're asked to find f divided by g of x when f of x equals 5x squared plus 8x and g of x equals negative 3 minus x. So f divided by g of x, recall, that's f of x divided by g of x. So that's equal to 5x squared plus 8x over negative 3 minus x. We could factor out an x up here and we would get x times 5x plus 8, but that's not going to be something that can cancel, so there's no need. We do have to understand, though, that the denominator cannot equal 0, so negative 3 minus x cannot equal 0. When I add x to both sides, I get negative 3 is not equal to x. So this is the answer as long as x is not equal to negative 3, because we can't divide by 0. That answer on your review is answer D. On number 31, we're asked to evaluate f times g of negative 1 when f of x equals x squared minus 7 and g of x equals x plus 5. Recall that f times g of x is equal to f of x times g of x. So that's x squared minus 7 times x plus 5. We can distribute that, or we can leave it alone, because we're looking for f times g of negative 1, which means we plug in negative 1 everywhere there's an x. So that's negative 1 squared minus 7 all times negative 1 plus 5. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. 1 minus 7 is minus 6. And negative 1 plus 5 is positive 4. So f times g of negative 1 is negative 6 times 4, which is negative 24. And that is answer D on your review.